We have a very sheep-like nature, believe it or not. Just think for a second. When you were 15 years old and you looked back at your 12-year-old self, oh my goodness, think about how silly I was at that point. Didn't you? You surely did. But when you were 20 and you look back on your 15-year-old self, oh, I can't believe I was so silly and dumb as to do those things. But when you're 30 and you look back at 20, surely you've outgrown. No, you're still thinking, I can't believe I did that in my 20s. And when you're 40 and you look back at your 30s, you think, no, I can't believe I was still making mistakes like that. And when you're 50 and you're 40 and then your wife reminds you that you still make those dumb mistakes, yes, you know for reality that you're not all that arrived. As a matter of fact, you never really arrive. Now, you're growing, yes, but you'll never fully arrive at this knowledge nirvana where you quit making dumb mistakes. You know why? Sin. It's in there. It's deep in you. You're a mess. We don't want to admit it, but it's the fact. We always have a way of looking back at our past selves and think that we have gone way beyond that, but the reality is, you really haven't. And you're actually kind of dependent also, whether you believe it or not. You might say, oh, I don't really care what other people think. Oh, yeah? How's that working at the job? I'm going to do what I want. I don't care what the boss thinks. I'm just going to do it the way I want. How's that working out for you, as Dr. Phil would say? We all have this dependence on what people think of the work that we do. Our livelihood depends on producing something of value that other people want in some way, shape, or form, or we don't have a job. Or we don't have status in our community. If we don't give a rip what anybody thinks, and we think we're so darned independent, we're not dependent like those dumb sheep, well, you really don't have a lot of people to do life with, because people get weary of know-it-alls.